All right, hello and welcome to That's the Point. This is the place, construction technology, every single time we come out. My name is Corey Meyer, joined by my buddy Jeremy Horn. How's it going?
It's going good.
We're back at it, and today we're talking about layout. And it's funny because we're coming to something that we've actually covered an awful lot in previous episodes and almost too many to link. But today we're talking about points layout, but we're talking about kind of a new feature that's come along in the last several versions of Trimble FieldLink, and that's actually laying out a point without having a point, right? We've done all the different permutations. We've done stakeout to a line, stakeout to an arc, patterns, layout to a model. We've done all those different features, but recently we've now gained the ability to actually lay out without even having a point there in the layout file, and that's what we're gonna cover today.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, and it's a great new feature that I love in the software. Just, you know, in the past, if we didn't have a point at a certain thing, say the corner of a light fixture like we're going to show here today, if there was no point there, I would have to manually go into the create function, go to from model, select it, create it, then go back to layout and lay it out. Not that that's a huge deal, but to me it's nice to, if I'm already laying out and I get over to a spot, I just hit it, it creates the points on the fly and lays out for me, which is kind of what we're looking at.
Yeah, from a workflow standpoint, it was definitely one of those snip, snap things. Like, it was definitely back and forth. So we've set up a total station off camera, and then we have this connected to it, so just a prism. And then we can actually go ahead and I think you can actually show it right here pretty succinctly as far as how simple this is.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think most of the guys are probably familiar with the create from model, which is going to look very similar to that. It's just allowing us to do it right on the fly, right within layout, right? So right now I'm just on the map screen. You'll see we did a little fake setup. Got my robot up here in the corner.
I know that building. That's the Trimble headquarters. Once again.
Yep, absolutely. So we'll see these light fixtures here if we want to lay out one of these corners, right? So I'm going to go to measure, layout, just out like I always would. And anybody on the, these newer couple versions of FieldLink are going to see this extra icon that looks like a map there, the one that's highlighted yellow. Before, if we were laying out a specific point, we would select the point feature all the way to the left. But if I do that right now, I'm not going to have any options because I don't have a physical point to select. However, if I select that map icon now, it's going to bring up the options over to the right. That's very similar to what we see in Create from Model, right? Endpoints, midpoints, intersections, circle, arc, and center. It's going to snap to those things just like it does when we create them, except now it's going to do it for us to be able to lay out right now. And then if we actually stake that point, then it saves that point, right? Okay. So you'll see I have intersections highlighted here. So if I actually go here to the corner of this light fixture and select, it's going to snap to that intersection. And if I'm happy with that, where it snapped to, then I go ahead and tap it again, and then it'll go ahead and start bringing
right
me to that point, right?
Okay.
And it brought us right to the bullseye because we're very close here on the table. But we'll see here. Let's just go ahead and stake this. We'll get this up here in tolerance. All right, so now we'll get us pretty good there. So now we're in tolerance. I can stake it, and it actually will create that laid out point. But also now, just like I would do when I create it, if I hit the little edit button, I can also name it before.
So even before you save it, you can go in, you can change point name, you can add your description, all that stuff.
Yeah, so if I wanted to call this, say, L100 for light, and then go ahead and hit measure, then now you'll see when we go up back to our map, it has created that as a point now.
And it is a full member of the point data set, right? Like, that is a real point now.
That is now a point. If we want to export this point out, DWG, CSV, this is now a laid out point and also a physical point that we can use for data.
Super simple and like you said, super powerful. That's what happens in the real world. So, and of course, if you want to make sure you're up to date with the latest version of FieldLink using Trimble Installation Manager, but your building point representative is also there to help. If you have any questions, you need to get updated, anything like that, they're there for your assistance. And make sure you smash that subscribe button to stay up to date with the latest tips, tricks, and pointers. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
I think we've covered all the points up to this point until Trimble comes up with a new way.
I'm sure they will.
They will. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on That's the Point.